Yo, YouTube. It's Cowboy coming at you. What's up with my cigar smoking family? Hey man, look, I gotta come on and do something here tonight. I made my mind up to go ahead and do it. I gotta take care of my budget-friendly folk out there, man. So what we're about to do today, y'all guys can see you hanging out with the Whiskaaay squad, baby. What we're about to do tonight is a quick episode, another episode of Cigar and Whiskey Ballin on a budget. So Cowboy ain't gonna mess around. I'm gonna let y'all know what we're working with. Hopefully we got a pretty good pairing going on here tonight. But we're gonna start off with the cigar, man. The cigar that we are going with tonight on Cigar and Whiskey Ballin on a budget. Very different. Oddly shaped looking cigar that we have in our hands here, man. If you guys can see that, that is a flat Perfecto rectangular shape. Got a nice thick cap on it. Good looking cigar in my opinion, man. Just flat. Nice smooth rustic look. Got a nice little shine to it. We got some musk, mint chocolate, and dark coffee on the outside wrapper there. Mild sweet tobacco. Cocoa nibs is what I'm getting on the foot. But that flat cigar that you guys see there is going to be, believe it or not, it's a 4.5 by 62, I believe the ring gauge is. And not so much because of the circumference of it, but the flatness of it. It is a 4.5 by 62 flat Perfecto, I'm gonna call it. And the name of this cigar here is the Berger and Argenti. They call this the Fatso. The Fatso Dipper by Berger and Argenti. So a couple weeks ago, you guys, if you guys go back, if you didn't see me a couple weeks ago, I did a review on a Karen Berger cigar. And Berger, the name Berger on this cigar represents her late husband, the late great Don Kiki Berger. So some years ago, Berger and a couple of brothers, they had a cigar company. And since Don Kiki's death, and I spoke with Karen about this as well, but since Don Kiki's death, that company that they had has kind of dissolved. But I understand that the Argenti brothers are still in the business of cigars. So if you guys will go out and just simply do your Googles and Google Berger and Argenti, you will be able to pull up this particular cigar, where you can get it online along with all the other cigars that they sell. Like I say, Don Kiki was one of my favorite blenders back in the day, man. We smoked a lot of Don Kiki cigars that I ordered online. So that's what we got, man, for the cigar tonight, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a cut on this thing, man. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a V cut on this. 4.5 by 62. So let's get us a V cut on this thing, man. And hopefully this is gonna be the right cut for the night. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon, man. I had to come on and do something for my budget-friendly folk. We got the V cut going. Got a really nice open draw. I cut that long ways. Maybe I should have cut it a short with a V cut, but it's got a nice open draw to it. Got some richness on the tobacco. Sweet tobacco. Chocolate. Got some cocoa there. That's what I'm getting on the foot. Maybe a little bit of coffee coming through as well. I'm not gonna charge that to the aesthetics of the cigar. That's my cut, but I think we're gonna be okay with that. So that's where we are with the cigar, the 4.5 by 62 Berger and Argenti Fatso Dipper. So for the drink tonight, for Cigar and Whiskey Ballin on the budget, we're gonna pull out something that I don't know if many of you guys know about it, but it's been around for quite some time. The name of that bourbon is the Very Old Barton. Now this Very Old Barton, 50% ABV, that's gonna be 100 proof. Distilled in the Barton Distilleries down in Bardstown, Kentucky. If you guys are familiar with the Barton Distilleries, one of my favorite bourbons is 1792. The Barton Distillery distilled 1792 bourbon. So this particular one here has been around for quite some time, the Very Old Barton. And if I'm not mistaken, it does not say it on here now. It doesn't give an age statement on it. So which means I think if it doesn't give an age statement, it's got to be at least 4 years old. And in order to have an age statement on it, I think it's got to be 2 years or less or something like that. I don't know if I got that right or not, but I would imagine just looking at the color on that bourbon right there, man, that this bourbon is at least 4 years old. But that's what it is, man. The 100 proof Very Old Barton. And I was about to say, I believe that this used to be a bottle in bond. Maybe now because of the way that they're aging it, they're not calling it bottle in bond anymore. I could have sworn that at one time it was. But that's what we are on the whiskey, man. So what we're going to do right now, man, we're going to get us a quick pour of this, and then we're going to light this cigar. We're going to put all this together for you guys. Oh, I did not talk about the price. So for the 4.5 by 62 Berger and Argenti Fatso Dipper, that cigar goes about $6. Not bad, not bad. The bourbon, I got this bourbon around here in my parts. I think I paid $17.99 for it. Now I've seen it for as low as $15.99. They also have a 80 proof Very Old Barton. If 100 proof is too much for you, they have an 80 proof with it, which I think is even cheaper than that. So just say $18, $6 for the cigar. I got you guys whiskey balling on the budget for under $25 tonight, baby. I think we can do that. So let me get a quick pour, man. And we're going to get this cigar fired up. We're going to see where we at. Put it all together and see what it do, baby. Yeah, get us a cigar and whiskey balling on the budget in before it gets too much later in the year. Let's get some fire on this thing. We got him cut up. We're going to light him up and we're going to smoke him up. Pork Cowboy gonna put the two together, and I'm gonna tell y'all whether or not this has been a great pairing or not. We're not gonna score this cigar like we would normally do a cigar because we got a pairing going on. We're just gonna let you know if we got us a good one going or not. But for $25, I think it's gonna be good anyway for the price. Odd shaped cigar there, man. I mean, that is a flat perfecto. You got to get used to the way that it feels in the hand. Took a pretty good light. Got good billowing smoke coming off of it already. Really nice open draw. Nice blasted pepper. Oh, and in explaining all of that, I didn't mention how this thing was dressed. So this Berger and Argenti cigar is gonna have it's a Nicaraguan Maduro wrapper, Ecuadorian Sumatra binder, and Nicaraguan fillers. Nice taste of dry, dark chocolate on the tongue. It's got a nice dryness there, a nice, like almost a powdered chocolate on the mouthfeel, almost like a cocoa powder, chocolate cocoa. Medium black pepper on the retro. Woody on the retro. Earthy. Maybe a little bit of burnt cedar wood on that retro. A nice spiciness. Good dry chocolate. Pepper. That's what I'm getting. And that spice is really burning the roof of the mouth. But it's a nice spice. Almost like a like the peppers that you put on a pizza. You know, the crushed red pepper that you put on pizza. That's the type of spice that I'm getting in the roof of the mouth there. So that's what we on the cigar right now, man. Not the perfect burn so far, but I expect that on a Perfecto cigar. That thing should straighten itself out, man. But a decent feel in the hand on this one. So, once again, the Very Old Barton. You guys go out and see if you can find that. It is located at some Total Wines if you got a Total Wine in your area. If not, you'll have to find that special liquor store, man, because not everybody's going to carry it. And see if you can get your hands on that for 18 bucks, and I've seen it for $15.99. I mean, you can't beat it. Like I say, aged at least 4 years. It's got a really decent nose on it. Vanilla. Oaky. Tad bit of mustiness there on it as well. Maybe a little bit of spice. Let's get a taste of that. Salud, family. Got a little bit of spice to it. A little bit of a kick to it. A little rough around the edges, but not in a bad way. Picking up a little bit of dark red fruit there. I'm still getting that vanilla sweetness. Got a very nice spice to it. Like, I'm not exactly sure what the mash bill on this, but I would imagine it's probably slightly high on the rye as far as bourbons go because of the spice that I'm getting on it. Long spicy finish. So that's what we on to drink, man. 18 bucks for a fifth of whiskey, $6 for the cigar. We whiskey balling on the budget for $24 with Cowboy tonight, baby. We gonna get through this a little bit and come back and let y'all know how we doing. Y'all relax. Cigar whiskey balling on the budget with Cowboy tonight, baby. Very Old Barton bourbon. Salute, family. I'm telling you right now, I'm here to bring you guys my cigar budget friendly folk and my whiskey budget friendly folk. Trying to bring y'all something that you guys can enjoy for not such a big price. And what I will tell you is, do not let the price of this bourbon fool you. That is a very, very nice pour for $18. It has opened up a little bit. That vanilla is there. I'm getting what I consider to be some type of a, maybe it's a little bit of butterscotch. A little bit buttery for me. The spices calm down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little water to it in a little bit just to see what the water does. But that's a good pour, man, for 18 bucks. And the Berger and Argenti Fatso dipper. As you guys can see, that cigar is holding on well, man. It's got a very, very nice sheen to it. Good open draw on the cigar. Good ash. Great billowing smoke. $6. Chocolate cocoa. Some coffee. I'm gonna still say it's a dark coffee. Still got that lingering spice on the back of the throat. A dry earthiness on the tongue. A sweet dry earthiness on the tongue. Sweet tobacco. The retro for me is gonna be a medium black pepper. I'm getting more like a burnt cedar wood. Dark sweet tea leaves on that retro for me right now as well. And believe it or not, the cigar feels real good in the hand, man. Nicely packed. Now that some heat's getting to it, it's starting to soften up just a little bit. But it's not doing anything to destroy the smoke of the cigar. I mean, it's smoking well. Picking up a nice dry leather note on the cigar there as well. So that's what we are, man. The Berger and Argenti. Fatso dipper. Do your Googles and see if you guys can find that. Very Old Barton bourbon. $18. $6 for the cigar. I'll say it again. We cigar and whiskey balling on a budget with Cowboy for under $25. Now, did I do y'all a favor or what? Let's get through this a little bit further, man, and see where this thing takes us and let y'all know if this was a good pairing for me or not. Y'all relax. The Berger and Argenti Fatso dipper, man. Look at that ash. Holding on pretty good there for me. I don't know how long it's gonna stay there, but I had to let you guys see that. And I'm really digging the color of that band up against the color of that wrapper, man. The Very Old Barton. 100 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. $18, family. I mean, $6 for the cigar. Very hard to do in today's market when we're talking about cigar and whiskey balling on the budget for me to bring you guys in under $25. That's not easy to do, but it's a great find for me. Like I say, you guys got to do your Googles on that cigar, man. Go find it. Tell me what you guys think about it down in the comments. Being that it is, they're calling it a 62 ring gauge, that flat rectangular shape, 4.5 by 62, feels good in the mouth. And I think that a V cut on this cigar is the only cut to go with. But this has been a good smoke for me so far, man. Rich tobacco core. Leather. Coffee. Woody. Not so much, as much of that burnt cedar wood as I was getting before. A sweet, dry earthiness. A long, sweet, dry, earthy finish on the mouthfeel, on the tongue. Still picking up that sweet tea leaves. Good draw, good billing with smoke. I don't want to say that this cigar has been smoked and is going to finish medium plus on strength, body, and flavors. We're going to go ahead and thump that ash now before I lose it here. It really didn't want to come off. Look, it broke off and still got quite a bit left. So for me, family, I think I brought you guys in cigar whiskey balling on the budget, man. I think we did pretty good for the night, man. I'm gonna sit back and continue to enjoy this. I did add some water. I got me another pour. I added some water to it. Believe it or not, this bourbon, it's got some pretty good viscosity to it. Let's get a taste of it right now and see where we at. Salute. Yes, just a couple of drops of water really opens it up even more. More sweetness, more of that vanilla. I'm picking up a red cherry note. Still got a nice spiciness to it. Adding a little bit of water to it also gives it an oily mouthfeel on the tongue. Not bad, man. I mean, this is definitely some bourbon you guys need to get and keep. You don't mind sharing this with anybody. But that's where we are tonight, man. Cigar whiskey ballin' on the budget with Cowboy. I'm gonna continue to smoke the rest of this and drink the rest of that. Enjoy the rest of my evening. You know I expect you all to do the same. This is for my budget-friendly folk. Until I see you guys again, this is Cowboy, hanging out with the Whiskaaay squad tonight, baby. And that's gonna be my take on it. Peace.